Hi guys, this is Rachel. I just wanted to record my reflection video for Module 3. I'll just jump right in and start with Daniela. It's interesting because something that caught my attention was actually posted in your reflection video, and it was kind of towards the end when you were talking about considering yourself being weird, but how you're opposed to offices on college campuses that hang or that like put up Christmas stuff in the lobby at an institution that has obviously so much diversity as far as students and faculty and staff go. So I just wanted to comment on that, and I thought it was interesting. I don't think it's weird, and I actually ran into a similar situation recently with my student staff. They wanted to have, since Thanksgiving and kind of Christmas break is so close this year, they wanted to have kind of a combined dinner, and they wanted to dress up as Native Americans for Thanksgiving. So they said that, and immediately after they said that, I kind of like, a little bit, but luckily I didn't have to say anything because another staff member, they obviously hadn't asked everyone's opinion yet, and he spoke up, and he was like really bothered by it. And it was just interesting because I think I feel bad, I think, and if I could do something different, I think I would have, but I don't know that he got the attention as far as being able to explain why that was offensive to him, or why we need to think about things differently. And he's not even, well, I guess that's almost ignorant of me to say. I don't think that he's Native American. I think it's just the fact of, as far as what he said to me afterwards, it was kind of about almost like impersonating cultural identities, or just pretending to be something that you're not, that actually has been an oppressed group. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting, and it was just really interesting to hear how a lot of the other staff couldn't really understand why he was feeling that way, or we didn't talk through it much, which was kind of surprising. So moving on to Chance, I always like hearing about your experiences. Obviously, I know you outside of class and just kind of other conversations that we've had. So I just always enjoy kind of hearing your perspective on stuff like this, especially, related to being an alpha and what that experience was like. So I think it's interesting when you talked about white privilege, and I agree that I do think it still exists. I think it did take me a little bit to kind of figure out exactly what it was and fully understand it. And I think that's a key about it is people thinking that it doesn't exist because they don't fully understand. I think back to even my uni class. Recently, we've been doing diversity and social justice and those modules, and we asked them to talk about some stereotypes, or and we talked about the 35 Dumb Things book, and several white males in the class talked about how, I'm automatically privileged because I'm a white male, and so it's interesting to kind of hear that perspective, because in their defense, I think it's hard to understand the concept until you have been in a situation to realize what it is, or you're forced to kind of read and understand and talk to other people about it. So I just wanted to mention that. And then, Brandy, I agree with your comments just in general about the kind of stories versus the theories. It's a nice little change of pace. And I just wanted to talk about, I thought it was interesting that you brought up the MLC in the book, and how she thinks that she's creating something positive, and how just a few people's outlook completely changes the perspective of it and what we should really be considering. So I just thought that was interesting, and we actually just recently in my uni class, also, this is kind of a side note, but it's really interesting working with freshman students to kind of, it's the perfect opportunity kind of to be in a development class, because I think about them, and then I think about the conversations that we have in our class, or what I've learned even just through myself. So it's been really helpful to have that experience in this semester. But recently in our uni class, we asked them to kind of describe situations when, they may have been in a situation where maybe someone made a comment to them, or And it was really interesting to kind of hear the first time that some of these students kind of realized that there was some kind of privilege, or if they haven't realized it yet, they kind of realized that certain things may happen to them because of their skin color. So it's just interesting to kind of hear that development and when it happens and everything. So overall, enjoyed everyone's posts and looking forward to the next module.